Hi facilitators, I'm Lisa Levinson, one of the lead facilitators at Lumen Circles. This video will give you an overview of how to use the Data tab to review each fellow's pedagogical profile or tagging pattern, your circle's pedagogical profile, and the pedagogical profile for all circles of the fellowship, as well as compare individual, circle, and/or the fellowship pedagogical profiles. You can always review a fellow's pedagogical profile throughout the term to notice what tags are being used and not used as part of your reviews. You can also indicate how the circle is tagging to include in your weekly notification. It is very useful for fellows and you to review during the meta-reflection weeks in conjunction with creating or editing goals, reviewing the teaching philosophy, and thinking about next steps after reflecting on what has been learned and tried during the fellowship. Access the data page by clicking on Data in the main menu on the upper right. This will bring you to your data page. Fellows will see their data page when they click on the Data menu tab. The categories at the top of the page are Who, What, and Compare to. You will use these to sort for the information you wish to access. For the Who sort, you can see that you can sort by all fellows in the Lumen Fellowship, by circle or group, by institution or discipline. Most of the time, you will be sorting for specific fellows, your circle, or all fellows to view everyone. For What, the default is pedagogy, which shows the pedagogical profile, but you can also view the inventories fellows complete before they start the fellowship and then before each term. Ignore the skills option as we are no longer using the fellow checkpoints. For the Compare to, choose all fellows for everyone in the fellowship. Type in your circle name for viewing your circle's pedagogical profile or to view the inventories. You will be able to see the pedagogical pattern of your circle or the fellowship displayed side by side with the fellow's pedagogical profile. Let's see how this works. I want to explore the pedagogical profile of a fellow. I've blurred the name for privacy, but just type the name in this box. I will leave the Show Only Data from Current Circles checked to be sure I am viewing this term's tagging data. I do want to see the pedagogy, so I will leave that as is, and I don't want to compare to the circle or fellowship yet. You can see that this fellow has chosen 2 tags from the supportive theme, 4 out of 6 from the challenging theme, 3 out of 5 for the varied theme, 1 from organized, and 3 out of 4 for belonging. This was a belonging circle. As a facilitator, I might ask this fellow about this pattern and what this tells them about their teaching or tagging. Why are they not tagging the supportive and organized themes? Are these themes ones used all the time, so not reported on? Are areas to work on? Or something else? I would mention in my reflection review about the tags I see in this reflection that hasn't been chosen, such as caring. I might mention if the unused tags are related to goals they want to set or have set. Notice that the text on the right gives you an overview of the most used theme and tags. And also on the right-hand side, it tells you the most used tag in each of the themes. If I wanted to see how this fellow compares to the Circles pedagogical pattern, I will use the drop-down menu of the Compare To tab. I enter the circle name, and then it will bring up from the list that particular circle. I click on the circle, and you can see that I need to retype the fellow's name. And you can see that I can see the Fellows pedagogical pattern and the Circles pedagogical pattern. The graphs are side by side. And in the theme specific graphs, the gray is the circle and the colored is the fellow. In our example, you can see that the circle is using a greater variety of tags than this fellow. I might ask about whether this fellow notices circle mates using more tags in the organized theme and what he learned from them. I might just note that for myself, especially if the fellow's tags correlated strongly with their goals. I can do the same comparison with the fellow and all fellows in the fellowship, or with my circle and the fellowship. By typing in my circle in the who, keeping the pedagogy as the what, and comparing to all fellows. And you can see here that our circles most tag theme is challenging, as was the fellowships. All fellows use community building more times than any other tag, and in our circle, we use 3 of the belonging tags the most, which makes sense. It's a belonging theme, a belonging circle, excuse me. And here, in the supportive theme, community building was used by both the circle and the fellowship as the most used tag. So you can compare how the circle did to how all fellows did. And again, if you want to compare all fellows to a particular fellow in your circle, you go back to the who, and instead of your circle being here, it will be that particular fellow's name. I often will take a screenshot of a fellow's circle graph and insert it into my reflection reviews for each fellow to call their attention to their data. This can encourage fellows to explore the pedagogical pattern on the data page if they haven't done so. As you can see, the data page can help you track tag use of each fellow in your circle, help you suggest other tags fellows have not explored yet, or highlight areas they are not concentrating on and ask why. The data can also help you suggest some goals for each fellow if they are stuck creating them or don't know where to begin. Explore the data and see where it takes your facilitation.